Hi guys, my name is Aisha, also known as Aishasavvy, and this segment is more like an episode on my Aisha On Air series. And one thing I want to discuss today is why I started saying no. I know this might sound cliche to you because it's like, okay, anybody can say no to anything, but I just feel I should discuss it and how it relates to me. Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where you ask someone for something and to get that thing done, they decide to ask something in return? And because you've asked, you can't say no. Or situation where you are in the position to help, but because helping the person at the time would affect you one way or the other, you want to say no. And even when you say no, it feels like somehow like you're a bad friend or you don't want to assist the person. Okay, let's skip the long talks. Um, Let me just relate it to the 9 to 5 industry. I started out as a content specialist, not as a teacher, when I was in school, when I got into the industry fully as a graduate. I started out as a content writer, then, as a marketing associate, digital marketer, before attaining managerial positions and all of that. All of these are just names. It's not like my bank account is fat at the moment. Well, jokes apart. I've had situations where there will be negotiations with a company, and at the end of the day, they don't keep to their word. Right. I don't know if it's something about the 9 to 5 world, but it has happened to me several times. Or it could be the kind of personality I am. People feel like they can always make requests and expect the quiet and kind Aisha, gentle Aisha, to fulfill them. Okay, and situations where you've had some friends. Okay, now I'm relating it to myself. I've had some friends that would call out of the blues to just ask for money. I would be broke at the time, but because I don't ask people, I'm this type of person that I just like to solve my problems myself. And these people will just call because I had the complaint to them, and they're like, "Oh, Aisha, please, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that." And out of my generosity and benevolence, like I'm the alpha and omega, I would just give them what they've requested, even if it's my last penny. But I just thought of it that it's now created that perception to people about me that, okay, they can always do this and I won't say anything about it. Like, okay, they would want to do something to some other people and they'll be like, "Oh, don't try it with her, don't try that nonsense with her, she won't take that nonsense." But if it's Aisha, she won't talk, this and that, they'll even say, "Oh, come on now, take it easy, just, we call this whining." And I'm like, okay, I have this kind of. So the turning point for me was when I now realized that people would always not care if whatever it is they are demanding from you or whatever it is they've done to you is affecting you. They just want to be fine. It's more like a selfish world. I said it's cliche because what I'm saying, everybody knows it already. I just feel like I should share so like you get to know me personally, like on a personal basis, right? So when that turning point came, I lost a lot of friends. I would even say jobs because for example, I started out in a company. Okay, let me just give an example. I won't mention the company's name. I got into the interview and I was told, "Okay, Aisha, we like you. We want you to come in. And when you come in, we want you to just focus on this segment. That's all you'll be doing." The pay wasn't that much. It was so meager and it wasn't my worth. But because of, what I was going through at the time and because I kind of placed passion over money, right? Well, that is going to stop now because I'm going to put passion and money side by side, right? So when I got into the brand, then they started piling up tasks that were not agreed, during the interview, and I didn't just say anything. I just kept quiet. And at the end of the day, it turned out badly. And even those that rejected outright, "No, I can't get this done. This was not what we discussed." They are still in the brand. you know, I wouldn't say I have any regrets or anything. I just feel like it is just the way you are. If you've painted yourself in this way and people know you for that, and it's something good and it's working for you, stick with it, don't bend your standards. But if it's something like, okay, you have this particular attribute about yourself and people use that to take advantage of you. When you want to change, when you now want to be the confident, let me use myself as an example, the confident Aisha, the Aisha that will say, no, I'm not taking this rubbish. No, please, I can't get this done. Oh, no, 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 no. You've always been saying yes. It's now be like, oh, what does she, who does she think she is? And they will even take your matter and discuss it with who would say no 1,000 times right from the onset. So what am I saying in essence? I just thought, this is like a turning point for me. And the key takeaway from it is currently I quit all my 9 to 5 jobs. I know people will say have a backup plan, have a backup. Currently, I don't have a backup. I just quit everything because I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on rediscovering myself. And I want to, be that lady I've always wanted to be. And this is Aisha On Air. Thank you.